Cryptonaut podcast. My name is Mark Storrs. With me as always is
Bemused Rob Morphy.
Robert, and guess who's back?
Look, am I?
All right, to be fair,
Am I?
In physical incarnation, you know, if slowly seeping away to the nethers.
Christopher is back.
Yeah.
He started to fade a little bit when we got here.
It happens.
I did. I'm still fading.
He's bundled.
Pills haven't kicked in yet.
Yeah, he's got his ibes.
Yeah.
He's all bundled up. He's ready to go.
I am.
We're going to fucking make this happen.
But I know he's going to jump in at just the right time, as he always does.
He will.
We'll see the progression.
It's good to have you
pod
back.
Goes by.
I know.
By the end of the
Start
pod,
fading
I'm
hard.
like, woo. That's all you're going to get. Woo.
Yes, Christopher has re-risen. He has joined us, and we are back
re-risen.
again. Yeah, re-risen or is risen?
No,
Well,
you can re-rise. I mean, if you die,
he's
you spend
definitely
time.
no, yeah, it's multiple.
You've
He's
re-risen.
definitely working on his like fourth resurrection since I've known him.
Yeah.
At least
No, dude, he's got like multiple.
I know. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yes.
Like, but resurrection's full on, like fucked, and then wow.
Yeah.
There's been lots of little interludes where it was a slip up on the way to the CDC, but fucking he managed to pull through.
All right. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
he is risen.
He has risen.
Indeed.
Shit, all right.
Jelly-eyed space mummies.
That's right.
Wow.
Fun shit.
Oh, man.
You know, at first I was thinking I was working on some ghost story shit, you know, just trying to keep it all spooky. But then I thought, we here at Evil Science LLC love our shit weird and our shit profane. And so I decided that instead of like going like traditional spooky ooky as we always strive to do and have for the last couple of weeks, let's get back into our wheelhouse of what the fuck is going on. And this is one of my favorite little cases, and I've been holding on to this for a while, so I'm super stoked that we're doing this.
A little bit of the old high strangeness, perhaps?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Okay.
All over the place, dude.
Okay.
Not the highest, maybe, but it peaks out pretty near the top.
All right, man. Excellent. Well, I'm super fucking stoked. Let's get started with. In 1949, a man driving along the Pan American Highway en route to Lima, Peru, caught sight of a large glinting object hovering over the desert floor. Though he could have little expected it, this chance encounter would send him careening into the world of high strangeness and make him the focus of one of the most bizarre cases in the whole of ufology.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Bastard.
I said it.
You did it.
I did. I had to
damn
do it
it.
because
I knew you were going to fucking do it. You went ufology. I'm like, as soon as you gave me that look, I'm like, he's going to fucking do it.
I know. I was trying to telegraph it. I'm like, ufology.
Well, this rank prick for like a little inside baseball. It's like, hey guys, how should I say it before we start? Ufology or ufology? Chris, dead up, half dead. Fucking's like, dude, no. He's like, dude, will it make you better? Will it make you laugh? He's like, it's not working. It's like, and then you just
I tried.
did it.
Yeah.
Who can blame you?
I mean, sometimes you hear it pronounced ufology. Sometimes you hear it pronounced ufology.
I have ufology. Ufology is just the dumbest.
No,
Yeah,
I know.
oof.
I know. I did. Listen, I'm just letting you know what I see on the social media.
All right, so
man.
ufology, tough road. But then again, I'm the guy who watches documentaries, so fuck it. But ufology is also a wicked pisser in my book because it's like if you're saying the acronym, why are you dropping the fucking last letter?
Yeah. Why are you?
So let's just say it like it's a word.
Ufology.
Ufology. If you
Right. You don't say UFO. You say UFO. Ufology.
Let's
Damn
get
it.
let's get started.
During the past decade, thanks in part to archaeological grave robbing, smuggling charges, and the antics of ET pundits like Jaime Maussan.
Oh, our south of the border man down there.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
The modern world of ufology, see, it's catchy, Jesus Christ, has been chock full of stories involving the desiccated and perhaps only partially human remains of an array of three-fingered mummies that hail from the already supernaturally saturated, geoglyph-riddled landscape of Peru's Nazca Desert. The brouhaha kicked off in 2017 with a video released on Gaia.com claiming to depict the discovery of archaic mummies that were speculated to be of alien origin. In fact, according to Tim Hanlon's December 24th, 2024 article on mirror.co.uk titled Alien Mummies, Case Takes a New Twist as More Bodies Are Found in Peru, The reporter claims that Mr. Musan has presented more than 10 of these mummies to Mexico's Congress in a bid to show that they are alien life. I remember the big one where Ryan Graves was pissed, but I didn't know he did it 9 other fucking times.
Yeah, well, but there is this other subset of there's 2 mummies, the ones that the tridactyl ones, and they have names, and like one was pregnant. Those are separate from Musan's weird white dog shit sideshow of horror.
Yeah, folk art ETs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
literally. There is the 2 of them that listeners have contacted us about this before. That
and I'm
like
intrigued
actually
by these.
Like, and those I think we could cover at some point. And those 2 specifically are supposed to be like definitely not of this world, as Mr. Danzig once said.
Absolutely. But the thing about that is, I didn't know that it happened, say, 8 more times then, because we knew about the white dog shit mummies.
Yeah. He just keeps bringing garbage in front of
And then
Congress.
these more interesting ones, so he's been doing it repeatedly, so it's interesting.
Don't forget about the whole, the boogosphere, that whole kerfluffle.
God. Yeah. Which is becoming more shady. That's a problem.
Dude.
Because is it the system trying to like hide the truth? Is it true believers desperately wanting something to be true that isn't? Or is it just malfeasance and people are just hoaxing up a storm? And I'm not accusing anybody, but maybe when, your livelihood depends on it, you jump into the fray with whatever scant evidence you have.
He better bring a boogosphere with one of those little dog shit aliens on it.
Oh my God.
Be like, this is how this is how they ride.
Oh yeah.
But at the same time, these claims of alien life were also dismissed in 2018 when DNA samples led scientists to conclude that the figures were from modified pre-Columbian mummies, end quote on the Hanlon story. But whether these controversial discoveries turn out to be Andean mummies, macabre dolls, ritualistic effigies manufactured by ancient Americans out of clay, human bones, and animal carcasses, modern fakes hoping to cash in on Jaime's hype, or genuine examples of venerated ancestors who just happen to be alien-human hybrids, excuse me, running out of breath there, the fact is that by 2017, Peruvians running into space mummies was already old hat. Where did it all begin, you ask? Well, my crypto companions, this truly batshit crazy account is why we're all gathered here today. So gather round, young ones, around the electronic hearth and listen to the tale of the first Peruvian alien mummy.
Peruvian space mummies. Don't forget the jelly eyes.
Jelly eye.
Ooh.
Jelly eyes sounds plural, and they are, but not on each one.
Oh, do.
Yeah, there's a lot of descriptors. It's going to be fun.
Cool.
All right. For anyone interested, here's a fun recipe for an unexpected ET encounter. Start with a barren stretch of South American desert and add to it a classic silver saucer hovering just above the parched dirt. Now add a jigger of Pascagoula's mono-legged, elephant-skinned abductors. Throw in a pony shot of North Dakota's crazy-eyed, metal-armed, elastic-bandaged mechano-mummy. Add to this just a squirt of the cycloptic aliens of Hurrah. Good start. Bet your ass. To this already alarming mix, add just a dash of Sid and Marty Krofft caliber psychedelia, a pinch of sober Cold War paranoia a la The Day the Earth Stood Still, and finish it off with a generous splash of shrill 151 proof Plan 9 from outer space end of the world hysterics. Shake vigorously, serve in a cracked Old Spice shaving mug, garnish with the broken right arm of G.I. Joe Shipwreck, bonus if the parrot's intact. Light a match and watch the madness commence, because you're tits deep in the shit now, buddy. Now, I want you to take this unholy concoction and present it to an utterly unsuspecting eyewitness way back in the mid-20th century, when not a single one of the aforementioned pop culture references meant shit, as none of them had yet to pass. I think I said that right. And you've got yourself a cup of flaming fuck-all that is Peru's very own jelly-eyed space mummies, sometimes referred to as the Lomo di Bellina amoeba mummies.
Oh, shit.
You're welcome.
Okay. Shit. I mean, I was down for that drink.
Oh, yeah.
But then, I mean, if we're setting it on fire.
Oh, it's and there's plastics involved.
I know. Yeah.
Oh, listen, there's a lot not to take about it.
That's the only problem.
Do you get to keep the shipwreck with the parrot?
Sure. Of course you do.
All right, cool. Sick.
Yeah, and you take that out before you set it on fire. It goes without saying.
I mean, okay.
Did he actually come with a parrot?
He did, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I think
a clip-on parrot. The one I got back when I was a kid.
On his shoulder?
No, you could clip it on the forearm,
On the
as I
forearm?
recall.
Oh, okay. 'Cause
And,
I'm like, I
and the
don't
right arm
remember
was
it.
also the tattooed arm, at least in the
Yeah,
vintage figure. I don't
dude.
know modern shit.
Yeah, and he had those crazy like bell-bottom pants, kind of.
Fuck yeah.
Then he had some stupid gun.
Oh, totally. It's
It-
one of the reasons I got
It
it.
was like a dumb gun.
But it was ostentatious,
Yeah,
and I
was so-
loved it.
Fucking so cool, dude.
So yeah, it's fucking crazy. Just like
G.I.
this.
Joe.
The incident in question may have languished forever in the annals of forgotten paranormal lore were it not for the diligence of one J. Richard Greenwell, who, besides forming and serving as the secretary for the International Society for Cryptozoology from its inception in 1982 to his death in 2005, also during the 1970s worked as the assistant director of the Aerial Phenomenon Research Organization, or APRO, Jim and Coral Lorenzen's UFO research group that remained active between 1952 and 1988, which I guess second only maybe to MUFON has got to be the longest tenure.
I think so, yeah.
Greenwell had spent the previous 6 years traveling through South America serving as the APRO's regional correspondent. It was in this capacity that the bilingual Greenwell was contacted by the APRO's sister organization, the Peruvian Institute of Interplanetary Relations, or IPRI, which was founded by astronomer and scientific advisor to the Peruvian Air Force, Carlos Paz Garcia, whose son Sixtos relayed this truly outlandish account. So it's a lot, but it's a UFO group in South America passing it on.
Awesome.
to
I
Greenwell.
love it.
It was a case that came to be published in the Lorenzen's book, published in 1968, in the Lorenzen's book, UFOs Over the Americas, in a chapter ominously titled The Flesh Crawlers.
Okay.
In the book, the Lorenzens clarified this title choice, writing, occasionally, one of APRO's secretaries comes across a new report which is so bizarre that it elicits the exclamation, "This one makes my flesh crawl." In this chapter, we will present two cases, years apart, which are most difficult to analyze and understand, and which are so spectacular by the nature of their details and the conditions surrounding them that they are necessary for our presentation of UFOs over the Americas. The first case is quite complete and self-explanatory. Our only introduction will be to state that the report was submitted by APRO's representative for Peru, Mr. Richard Greenwell, an Englishman by birth. Greenwell is an importer of industrial machinery in Lima, speaks Spanish like a native, and has more than a passing interest in the Peruvian nation and people, end quote. So that's how the chapter began. In his official APRO report, Greenwell wrote, I first heard of the above through the IPRI, and that's obviously the Spanish acronym for the English translation, and hoped to obtain his name and address. However, he himself approached me on October 4th, 1967 to tell me his story. We talked for about 2 hours, and the whole conversation was taped. The following report is taken directly from those tapes, end quote. The then 48-year-old witness, who was identified only by his initials CAV, but who we will henceforth refer to as Carlos, just because it's so much fucking easier, recalled an unsettling incident that had occurred some 18 years previous on a hot, humid day in late February or early March of 1949, when he was just a 30-year-old oil company employee. Carlos explained to Greenwell why he was out that day. Quote, at the time, I was a representative of the International Petroleum Company, and I had the distribution of gas for the greater Lima area. I also distributed kerosene. One of my trucks crashed and went over onto the sand dunes. I had to go out with other vehicles and haul it out. It was badly damaged. This occurred about 50 kilometers, or say about 32 miles, outside of Lima, end quote. According to his account, at about 4 or 5 p.m., the oil man was alone in his automobile cruising north on Highway 1, aka the Pan American Highway, the Peruvian portion of which runs north-south on the coast for the whole length of the country, and then continues in the adjacent countries, en route from Pucusana to his home city of Lima. It was in the midst of this trip when Carlos found himself in an area known as Lomo de Belina, which lies just 6 miles south of Lima, that reality as he knew it completely and unrepentantly shit the bed. Suddenly, he caught a flash in the distance, a bright silvery object that seemed to be sitting at the base of a sandhill in the vast swath of desert some 1,600 feet off the right-hand side of the road. Carlos immediately hit the brakes and, in a cloud of dust pulled off the side of the highway, the raging Pacific spanning to the west and nothing but sprawling desert to the east. So it's a really striking thing. Like a road, fucking rocks to the ocean, and then like just a fucking hunk of desert with a big silvery thing in there.
Yeah, man, go to the water, dude.
Yeah.
Just go to the water. Be like, it's safer.
Always safer.
Yeah, always.
No, maybe not.
Yeah.
There's
I mean,
a lot of things in the water. Plus, UFOs are in the water. USOs are in the water.
Damn it, you're right. You
they're
got
kinda everywhere.
you got UFOs on every side.
Yeah.
Every side. No,
Damn it.
no avoiding it.
Damn it.
At first, the weary traveler was unsure as to what exactly he was looking at, as from his angle of observation, the evidently metallic object reflected the sun's rays with a blinding intensity. But even so, he could see that it wasn't merely a car that had been pulled far off the road, as this was about the size of a municipal bus, only more oddly shaped. Shielding his eyes, the perplexed eyewitness killed the engine and climbed out of the car, hoping for a better look at the glinting thing. With no traffic in sight harboring additional observers that might have offered corroboration, the curious Carlos, seemingly mesmerized by the sight before him, made his way across the sun-baked desert floor, running toward what, to his utter astonishment, he now recognized to be a then brand spanking new version of what modern UFO enthusiasts would describe as a vintage 20th century model flying saucer. So a classic silver disc, curved edges, one piece, no rivets, the whole 9 yards.
Sick.
Yeah, definitely. Stranger still, he could now clearly see that this immobile object was hovering over 6 feet above the sand. With his heart beating in his chest, Carlos realized that the object was much further away than he had initially estimated, and he now judged that he'd been running for the better part of 10 minutes. He had no way of knowing if this was merely an optical illusion caused by something shiny in the desert, or if the phenomenon was more akin to a temporal distortion. Either way, when Carlos finally came to within 65 feet of the saucer, things went from weird to eldritch as 3 odd figures suddenly exited an aperture that appeared on the side of the craft.
They're coming out.
They're coming out.
Yes.
This is always the most exciting moment in a contactee case.
I know.
When there's occupants and you first get the look.
Yeah.
Do they have the ramp? Do they have the stairs? What do they have? Is it a ladder?
No.
Right.
I will be describing it further later, but no ramp, no ladder. They got to climb in and jump out.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Rope.
And it's only like it's like a 2-foot semicircle, which for some reason doesn't get described until later. But
what if it was?
It could be classic jump out and tractor beam, or
right,
just
but
beam in general that you jump and it just slows you up or down.
What if it was just like a rope?
Yeah,
you're like,
so funny.
Really? You guys got rope tech?
Fucking 4th grade gym class rope,
Seriously,
thick and bristly, callus inducing.
You guys ever fall off that shit and get real embarrassed in front of your friends? I mean, not that I ever did, but
oh, dude, I couldn't even climb them. Are you kidding me? I'd get like 2 feet maybe.
I would crush my hands.
Yeah. I don't even know.
Yeah,
like you can't. They can't make a playground without like I don't know wrapping it in bubble wrap, but they let you climb to the fucking roof of the gym.
Oh, in Casey Park, yeah, dude, 100%.
All the time. That's where I went, too.
I can remember a kid climbing the rope,
I never
hanging
did that.
on to the steel bar and then climbing back down.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, if he would have dropped, he would have died.
I mean, I feel like it was 40 feet up.
It was pretty high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely leg breaking, if not worse.
I think Mr. Butcher would have caught you.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
You have faith that I did not share.
He'd have gotten you. Him and Miss Adams together. What a team.
Fuck, wow.
R.I.P.
All right. Carlos would describe these enigmatic entities, quote, "They looked like 3 mummies. They had the profile of human beings, but their legs were joined. They did not have 2 legs, but one double one, like twins. More curious than afraid," that's end quote there, "the contactee shouted out at the monopoidal mummies, asking who they were, but found their response to be unintelligible. Slowly but surely, Carlos narrowed the distance between himself and the visitors, and the mummies in turn came closer to him, sliding across the desert floor on their one big foot until they finally met in the middle.
What is happening?
Dude.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that in my life.
Just no.
I mean, there's some He-Man guys that
yeah.
and like I think Mantenna had.
Man, yeah.
He technically had 4 legs, but like 2 were connected at each side. Each leg was actually 2 legs.
It was how they
together.
Oh, really?
How they made
Right?
the figure. They molded it together.
So
Yeah.
it's sort of like a reverse version of the Casablanca entities.
Sort
where
of.
Instead of splitting off at the end of the, the appendages, they
were
blended back
Yeah,
together.
they were
into a
just
single.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
2 legs, 1 foot. Yep.
It's
Weird.
just the weirdest shit I've ever
Dude, it
heard.
really
Yeah.
is. I'm just thinking of like the Godzilla tail slide.
Oh,
and
of
that's-
course.
No,
No, I don't. I'd see him like definitely tilted back a little.
Yeah.
Like skidding up.
Yeah, because how else?
Yeah, how else? I mean, maybe flat. I don't know. But definitely like kicking up a trail of
Yeah.
dirt, like those sliding rocks that were a mystery for so many centuries or
Dude,
decades.
they're like hauling ass across the desert floor with one giant foot and just like let's go.
It is.
Oh,
It's
man.
pretty dope. Yeah.
Why do you got one giant foot? It's fucking weird. And they're just coming at you like shit. Answer
I mean,
my
they could
question.
have like just a slight anti-gravity. I mean, they could be like a millimeter off the ground.
They
That's
could
true.
be.
Maybe you just wouldn't
Yeah.
know.
Right. They could.
It looks like they're
Yeah.
fucking.
That's true because
true.
it doesn't seem like they're using and they won't ever explain how they walk or slide, whatever. But they will talk about their propulsion systems and the kind of some of the methods they use. But
Nerd.
we'll save that for when that happens.
Sick.
Maybe the same applies to their personal locomotion.
And their
For
weird
all we know.
giant foot.
Yes. It was then that Carlos realized that, quote, they had no exterior sign of sex, ears, or eyes, just a body, a head, and legs joined together. He told Greenwell, have you ever seen twin bananas? You see the form of both bananas, but they are joined together? I've never seen such
I've never seen a
phenomenon.
twin
That's
banana.
the worst fucking analogy I've ever heard in my life. The answer is no. I've not seen twin bananas. Nobody has seen fucking twin bananas.
Yeah, I was wondering if they're like common in Peru because my first thought was
man.
I've seen combos that get stuck together. We've all seen certain things get stuck
any
together.
Cereal, fucking.
I mean, I'm Googling twin banana. Okay, I get it. I
know. I understand what
Yeah.
it is, but
You found an example?
tons of them.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
All kinds of fucking. Look at this. Fucking
See, now we know.
twin nanners.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean,
banana.
I'd eat the fuck out of them.
Yeah.
They're fine.
I've never seen that in my life.
Never.
Yeah. Oh, this lady. Okay, she's never mind.
All right, no, we're
That's-
not. We're done on Banana Lane.
That's
The tour is over.
that's inappropriate.
Okay. Yeah. That's a lot of girth. Twin nanners.
All right.
Okay.
Twin bananas.
Okay.
No.
And they also had one large foot, like 2 feet bandaged together. They had arms, but their hands consisted of a group of 4 fingers stuck together with a separate thumb, which at first sounds pretty weird. Then you realize we have 4 fingers stuck together in a separate
Yeah,
thumb.
we
But I
do.
think he means like
Like a mitten.
literally like a mitten. Yes. Like
Yeah.
Chris just said. Yes.
Commit.
Carlos eerily added that the creatures were unclothed, but had a strange sort of skin, a sort of towely, sandy-colored skin. Hence the illusion of a wrapped mummy.
Okay.
But so their skin comes in, I don't know, a thin layer that's
Yeah,
overlayingly wrapped.
Okay.
The things were shorter than Carlos, with 2 standing about 5'5" and the other only about 5 feet tall. And with the exception of the huge foot, seemed to display generally human proportions. As for the face, Carlos clarified. The head had no features at all, except at about the height of the eyes, there was an oblong substance like jelly with a sort of bubble in the center. The bubble was about 2 centimeters or 3/4 of an inch across. It was like a bubble inside of liquid with a slight difference of shades. So I just see like a band of like clear
is it like-
gelatinous
like-
toothpaste with like a level bubble
Or-
sliding back and forth.
Yeah, so it's kind of like
okay.
Cyclops glasses, but fucking jelly.
But it's just like a swath of jelly
Yeah.
on the outside
Gross.
that's mostly transparent with just some
Do you
shades.
touch it?
I mean,
Let's go with this guy.
I don't. That has got to be, oh my God.
Yeah, a little bit.
First off, respect personal space. I thought we established just last week that is the one thing that we look for more than anything else.
What's that?
Respecting personal fucking space.
That's true. That's true.
But maybe we don't anymore.
I mean, maybe you just give them a high five and you're like, what's this thing?
It's so grubby.
Yeah, it's gross. Okay.
I mean, it's not their fault. It's just their fucking eye.
Yeah,
It'd be weird
yeah.
if you touched it and then licked your finger.
They're probably looking at us like, the fuck's wrong with your face?
As the fucking $10 tier got to enjoy your display of.
Oh, yes, my little, oh, yeah.
Oh, I love it. Okay.
Terrible.
I'm slowly bringing Chris back to life. I can tell by his smirks.
It was.
And disappointment.
Oh my gosh. Their only exterior feature. No ears, no mouth, no nose, nothing. The nose, or where it should be, had a form of a nose, sort of like when you pass a tight stocking over your face. No nostrils. So just that hint of a gray bump.
Like push down. Okay, cool.
Yeah. It was then that these strangers spoke to Carlos in a language he could understand. They asked me in English. I don't know very much, but I can understand a little. They spoke English as if they were not actually articulating the voice, but as if it came out of a speaker, end quote. Carlos explicated that the words, though understandable, were presented in neither a British nor American accent, not mechanical, but a neutral tone. Still, the intent of their query was one anyone who's been lost in a foreign land can identify with. They simply asked, "Where are we? Are we in North America?" Carlos explained that this was indeed South America.
Shit, we went too far.
Yeah.
Fuck.
He could not tell which of the creatures was speaking, as it seemed as if the sounds were not emanating from vocal cords, but from vibrations emitting from their bodies.
Weird.
It's just weird. I think of what are those like the football player, that terrible old game where you set up football players and the fucking field vibrated, like from the 70s, forever, before all our time.
I remember it was. I remember my uncle having it as a man. You'd set it up and it was awful.
It was just the weirdest idea.
I remember this.
Yeah, I don't know how everyone wasn't depressed back then because it was terrible.
Well, you had what you had.
Yeah.
But Mattel was soon to release Godzilla and Rodan.
That's true.
And the Shogun Warriors.
That's
so
true.
Not all was lost.
Yeah, and G.I. Joe.
Paranormal board games.
Yeah, oh, that's right, paranormal board games. There you go. See?
True.
That are still fine to this day.
Oh, Merry Christmas. Invite the devil.
But I can't help but like remembering how that surface that was the field vibrated, thinking that this must be akin to what their bodies are doing at this point.
Yeah, it's just some weird way of communicating.
Yeah.
Strange. Like their body's one giant vocal cord.
Yeah.
With a strange, like, are we in North America? Just very like normal,
where are we?
Huh.
Are we in North America?
Yeah.
You think you'd know, but whatever.
Yeah.
So this is interesting. Then, as suddenly as they had begun the conversation in English, these bizarre beings switched over to Spanish upon learning that they were actually in South America.
Okay.
But in the same accent-free, neutral tone, like it was a language just recently acquired. Carlos continued, quote, "I asked them how they knew my language, and they told me that they learned many things about us through the air. It seems that by means of our radio and airwaves, they had received everything," which is how Carlos interpreted it, and it makes sense. It's sort of the Explorer's Protocol, the old Dante film.
Yeah, I mean, if you're blasting all that UHF shit out into space, I mean, somebody might pick it up.
They then asked me if they could see my chief. They wanted to speak to my chief. And I told them that we had many kinds of chiefs, and did they mean our president, the main chief? Then they asked how they could speak to my chief. They repeated always the word chief.
Okay.
It's like when someone calls you chief, you get a little irritated.
Oh, come on, Ace.
Yeah.
What's up, Tiger?
Yeah. Hoss.
All right, hold on. Ace or Tiger, I would take. Hoss any day when someone's like, hey, I hate big guy, and hey, chief. Like, if you're bigger than me and you call me big guy, fuck you. You're saying I'm small.
Yeah.
I ain't small.
Dude, I'm
medium sized.
The other day, I was hanging out with our buddy Danny, as I want to do on occasion. You know, we're sipping some Kraken rum, having a good old time. And for some reason, I just started calling him kiddo. Now, I did smoke. I smoked some blueberry fucking indica in a vape pen.
Well, yeah, there you go.
Is that the picture that you put on Instagram?
No, that was a bud.
Oh, okay.
That I had at his house there, actually. But so I, the vape pens, they're kind of my virginal lungs. But I was so high, I'm like, hey man, what's going on, kiddo? You doing all right? Just fucking
That's
kiddos.
kind of adorable, though.
Yeah, he wasn't
Kiddo.
offended.
No, I would
But-
be. That's kind of like fatherly a little bit,
I
dude.
mean-
If you're like, hey, kiddo, I'd be like, no, it's adorable.
Fair enough.
my
I do feel
God.
fairly paternal.
Yeah.
I am the universal uncle.
There you go.
Right on. I'll try not to call you guys kiddo today.
If you call me that, I think it'd be a goddamn adorable. Might actually warm my heart a little bit.
Absolutely.
I could use that.
He continued, and we'll see. All right, kiddo, you got it.
Ah, there you go. Thank
I
you.
said I could arrange maybe for someone to come and speak to them. I said I was frightened that they would do us harm, but they answered back that they wanted to do no harm and just wanted to speak to my chief, as they had very important things to tell him. Then came a series of questions and answers on both sides, and I will tell you what comes to mind, but please understand that I cannot remember the conversation in chronological order. So, one of the things they told me is that we were playing around with a new substance that could endanger the peace of the world, of the universe. Fucking crazy.
Jeez, that's broad.
End fucking quote. They did not, however, expand on what this thing jeopardizing the whole of reality may have been, which is so fucking frustrating.
Yeah, man. Like, you got element 151. We're talking Balbazar. Like, what do we got, dog?
Honestly.
Microwaves.
And this is very much like Plan 9. If you guys recall, there was like they were worried about Earthlings developing something like solarium or something, and that would start a chain reaction event where if one star blew up, it was almost like a Star Trek Discovery plot point. It would like jump to every star until eventually
Don't
the
remember anything
entire
about that
universe went black.
Okay.
And that was just one, like, and honestly, in Plan 9 in Outer Space, those aliens are hubristic and douchey, but they're on the right fucking side of history all the way through. And we're just a bunch of fucking idiot monkeys,
Dude, we got titanium.
easily intimidated and lashing out with physical violence.
If Plan 9
yes,
taught us nothing.
Yes.
Yes.
If Plan 9 taught us nothing.
Exactly.
It taught us nothing.
He moved on. I then asked them where they came from, and they said a strange name. We would call it a star, they said, but they came from a place with a strange name I could not understand. Probably their planet somewhere. From the conversation we had, I was able to deduce that they were frightened that by playing around with atomic explosions, we would create some sort of chain reaction. Speaking of the devil, again, preceding Plan 9, which would not only destroy the world, but endanger the universe.
I mean, spoiler alerts, we were dropping them shits all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Las Vegas, just outside of it,
Dude.
people recreationally watched A-bombs going off or
Yeah.
H-bombs when that came about.
Mhm.
Jesus Christ, that would scare me shitless.
Yeah, not good, man. Not good.
No.
No.
In another question, I asked them who their God was, and I noticed a sort of mockery. God, they said? What God? Well, the supreme creator, I said, who made the universe. Well, we're like gods, they said. How can you be gods? I asked. And they said that we were very backward. They said that we fought over a flag, over a frontier, that we had wars of trifling matters like children. We were like children, literally still in our diapers. We fought over food. We fought over the sea. I then asked them if they did not have those same defects, but they said they had overcome those years, centuries ago. A long time ago, they had overcome the defects of their planet, adding that they extracted all they needed from the sun. I learned later that this is called photosynthesis, which at the time I did not know.
Nah, these guys got real shitty real quick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just cocksure.
Yeah, they were neutral and normal. Then all of a sudden they're like, "Ugh, fucking God."
A nice flag that you're fighting over. Meh.
Fighting over the sea,
Yeah,
huh?
over the frontier.
I mean, they're not wrong.
No, they're
but-
not. But I mean, still.
I mean, again, it's just like Plan 9.
Yeah.
They were the same kind of douchebags
Yeah.
to us, but they
Dude.
weren't wrong.
no, dude.
Fucking weird.
It's fucking show. What do you mean, God? Ugh. Like, fuck you with your giant foot and your stupid voice. Welcome to South America, motherfucker.
There it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you lose
Not
your
that-
way?
Not that I've ever been there. No, actually, I've been to South America. I've been to Mexico. Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Welcome
That's
to South
North
America.
America.
Shit, you're right. Damn it. I was
But
close.
hey, it's pretty fucking close.
It was south and it was in America
There-
compared to where I was.
It was south of the United States of America.
100%. Yeah, I was there.
Well, yeah.
Nailed it.
yeah, hell yeah.
Real close to Central.
Welcome to the Americas, motherfucker.
There it is.
There it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
They expanded on this thought, saying the sun, which is the chief source of all energy, provided them with all necessary energy. They obtained humidity from the atmosphere. They said that we had to swallow, digest, and convert our food into energy whilst they received their energy directly from the sun. They also said they did not practice sex. They said they had no sexes anymore or sexual desires and had no sex problems like us humans. Fucking humans
Jesus
with your food and your fucking fighting and your sex problems.
Yeah, God forbid.
Oh.
You get a hand job and eat some pizza, you fucking animals.
They never felt hunger. Hand jobs and animals. Which did not make them envious of their brothers. Everything belonged to everyone. While the humans on Earth fought over silly things like flags and lands, I asked them if they had no sex, how did they reproduce? And they said they had the ability to divide themselves down the middle and split themselves into two creatures.
And this sounds like it sucks.
Yeah.
Jesus.
When Greenwell asked in the interview that happened in 1967, like an amoeba? Carlos replied, well, I don't know, but the new creatures created from the experiences, the new creatures created had the experiences and the knowledge accumulated in them from the original being. Out of one creature, they could make two creatures with exactly the same experiences.
They just like clone themselves fully?
I split themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Huh.
I mean, this is the Clone Wars.
Is this a better version of the Clone Wars?
Yeah, this is much better.
Chris, are there pauldrons? Are there sexless
I mean,
pauldrons?
they might be.
Is there no need for food or sustenance?
But no fuck pauldron.
But you got
Yeah.
pauldrons. What do you have that for? What do you if you have nothing? You don't eat. You don't do anything. What are you leading?
Dude,
The same.
the
like,
the pauldron is the fucking the infantry of sexless division
Right.
of creatures.
There it is.
There it is.
entry of the army of the same people.
Yeah, that just
It's the same thing.
These fucking socialist aliens,
I don't like these motherfuckers.
which
Let me
is
tell you.
actually not a terrible way to function as a society, but
no,
still.
but come on, man.
Right.
We get everything from the sun. Is that why you look like a weird handbag?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
No, really though, like
Yeah.
like a crusty towel.
Yeah,
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 what are you?
That's
exactly.
the
Are you
vibe I
just a
get.
plant on the inside? Are you just like?
Yeah, we don't know.
Honestly, yeah.
I mean, do they have organs? Are they a robot?
But they got a giant foot. Lack of dick and balls.
Well, I mean, it's two. Just, I mean, they're like mummy wrapped.
yeah. With their
Right,
weird
so it's just like-
skin. So like the skin must obviously
Well,
is what
there
they
might
use
be
to
two,
absorb.
Because I said it looked like
all
two wrapped into.
Yes, they say that once,
Hmm.
but they also say in other parts, or Carlos said that it looked like one giant foot, like the two legs came into one foot, sort of like the He-Man
Yeah.
character you're talking
Yep.
about earlier.
Hmm.
But so it's hard to get a feeling.
Yeah.
I prefer to think they're both merging into a Superfoot because it's just aesthetically much cooler. But you may very well be.
we do not
maybe
fuck
right.
with the foot.
Don't fuck with the foot. Oh,
We don't physically fuck with our feet.
that's the tagline.
Yeah.
Don't we?
Don't.
I think you're wrong. You haven't been on the YouTube, or not YouTube, but you haven't been on the internet,
Fair
I
enough.
walked right into that one.
which is weird because you're in the right places.
I'm there. I'm
Like-
definitely there for sure.
Carlos.
My searches aside.
Yeah. Intrigued by their method of transportation claimed, I asked them what propulsion method they employed to cross space. They said that, at will, they could add or subtract weight from their vehicle. They accumulated energy through a heat system. Well, I don't understand it all, but they said it was a method of changes in temperature which created some sort of energy. I asked them how they could travel at such great speeds without their bodies being harmed, and they asked me to touch them.
Okay.
It was then that Carlos lighted upon the potentially cataclysmic notion that if he could capture one of the creatures, he'd not only become world-renowned, but likely never again need to work a day in his life. He told Greenwell, I sort of put my arm around one and pressed his body, and had the idea that if I could make him stay, this would be my proof. You see, I was under a state of shock and was not thinking too clearly. I felt something sort of biscuity. Biscuity.
Okay.
That's a first time adjective
Yeah,
for me.
biscuity.
They had hard bodies, much like the 80s fucking
Yeah,
beach movie.
dude.
They had no bones, apparently, but cartilage. This permitted them to receive all sorts of blows without damage. Suddenly concerned, Carlos asked if they had hostile intentions toward us, and they said no. All they wanted is that we stopped playing around with such a dangerous weapon. When asked if these beings had admitted to visiting humanity in the past, Carlos said no, adding that it seemed that they had us all studied. They knew about all our countries, our languages, our cultures, and that we were progressing very slowly. But we were reaching a dangerous and crucial point. They said that if we passed this stage, we could become like them. Oh boy, can't wait.
Yeah, awesome.
But that it was very dangerous to play with this new knowledge of atomic energy. Was atomic energy the fucking knowledge all along? I thought it would be like some super secret thing.
Yeah, I mean that's they're giving
no,
the
just the
typical
bomb.
fucking nuke speech. Like,
Yep.
don't fuck with the nukes.
It's so typical.
Right.
But honestly, there are theories that you could like destroy dimensions that you're not in
Mm-hmm.
with like, I don't know, fucking fusion and fission and all that
I
shit.
mean, that's the
So-
unfortunate side effect, I guess.
I could see you being concerned.
Sucks.
Yeah, maybe. We did it a lot in the 60s.
I mean,
40s through the 60s, holy shit.
I don't know who
Yeah.
we contact.
Thousands.
I don't know who we contact to be like, excuse me, you're blowing up other dimensions.
Yeah.
Yeah, they ain't gonna care.
It's like, the Seatopians.
Yeah.
They're sick of us fronting on the ocean.
exactly.
Sent Megalon,
Yep.
and they got Gigan from Space Hunter Nebula M, I think.
Yeah.
And thank God for Godzilla and fucking Jet Jaguar, but really, who were the bad guys in that?
Yeah, who was the one that was fucking around? Send out the roach with the giant mechanical arms.
The fucking drill
The
hands
fucking drill
who
hands.
spits fireballs.
Hell yeah.
And I think lightning from his fucking top
yeah, the
horn.
very top.
Oh,
there,
yeah, for
fucking
sure.
Shoot shit
those,
out.
those are two of the greatest
I love that.
monsters
They really are.
ever.
100%.
Such a lot of people shit on it. Pure fun.
Next to Hedorah, my favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hedora's right up there with me
100%.
too.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So it's crazy. So they know all about our cultures.
The
we
whole
could become
atomic-
like them. Okay. But that it was a very dangerous to play with these energies. In those years, he's adding as like sort of an editorial comment, we were just beginning to hear about atomic explosions, and no doubt we knew little about them, while now we have learned more, end quote. So 1949.
Yeah, I mean, I get it.
It was then that they invited me to enter their craft, and frankly, if I had been in a normal state, I would not have entered, but I was sort of ... I wasn't in complete control of myself.
See, they're fucking weird. Skin gotcha.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, you know how like when a towel, like if you dry off from a pool and it's got like chlorine in it or whatever, and it just like sits at a poolside and dries,
Mm-hmm.
how it's got like this rigid, weird texture
Yeah.
until
Yeah.
you wash
Gets
it?
a little. Yeah.
That's how I kind of imagine they must have felt, epidermally speaking.
Yeah,
But who the fuck knows?
it's gross. Biscuity.
Yeah, that's such weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that means really.
Biscuity.
I mean, biscuits have a hard outer shell and
And
they
then they're
are
soft.
yielding.
Is that what it means? So it's like
Yeah.
soft, but you can push it, but it's still hard.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
The surface, you know what I mean?
But like the surface stays rigid, but
Yeah.
you can tell it's
But you can keep
yielding
pushing,
beneath.
yeah.
That's the only thing I can think.
yeah.
So fucking weird. All
I
right.
mean, he missed the opportunity for a headlock, but whatever.
Oh, he's going to
Dude.
get another one.
Intrusive
good.
thoughts.
intrusive
just don't-
thoughts.
Oh, yeah, just capture. Didn't we just go over somebody that had the same fucking?
I think we
They
did.
was doing this, and they
Yeah.
thought it was like, oh, if we just capture this thing.
Yeah,
if I just
man. I
get
mean,
this.
just fucking, just grab it.
No, yeah. Kids huck rocks. Adult men especially try to
Yep.
take the fucking alien. And I know it's going to be the
Oh.
end of all their problems.
I mean,
But apparently they never heard the ode to Jody Verrill.
I'm just saying he hasn't got to work.
No, he won't
Yeah.
anymore
Exactly.
if he can capture this thing.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. So unnerving as that may have been or must have been, which is him feeling like he's not in complete control, Carlos followed two of the mummies into a small semicircle portal that was approximately 2 feet around. He was followed by the third, after which the aperture sealed itself. Carlos recounted, I entered, and the only thing I saw in this vehicle, which was about 10 meters or 33 feet in diameter, was a sort of ledge, about the height of a table, that circled the whole interior of the craft. They said that they accumulated energy and that this ledge was all they needed to propel the vehicle. I thought this was very strange, as I had been in tanks and submarines. My family is a Navy family. I've been in ships, planes, and helicopters. Carlos continued, stating that the ceilings of the craft were about 1 meter above my head, which makes it about 2.5 meters or 8 feet tall. There was absolutely no structural detail. The inside was like a balloon. There was no instrument, no lever, no button, nothing. He added that a portion of the hull was invisible, allowing him to see out toward the road and his parked car with the ocean and the setting sun just beyond. Once fully inside, Carlos noted that when they weren't speaking directly to him. The jelly-eyed cyclopses communicated in a series of beeps and clicks, which the witness described as sounding sort of like when you get static on the radio. At first there would be a series of noises, then a pause, then another series as if there were an answer. He added, also, they showed me how they could transfer liquids from each other by merely placing two shoulders together. They absorb their liquids or humidity from the atmosphere. However, if one of them should need liquid, this could be transferred to him from body to body. End quote. So it's all across the board.
Yeah, I mean, all right.
Look at my shoulder straw.
Yeah, you like just like literally bumping shoulders, like I thirst, and then there you go, get a drink.
Totes.
Okay, absorbing humidity.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
After this odd anatomy lesson was finished, Carlos felt a sudden jolt of movement as the curved saucer that he and the mummies were occupying shot up and proceeded to soar out over the ocean. For me, it was rather fast, but they explained to me that they could take great maneuvers and turns due to their physical constitution. But I could not have withstood them. They flew out as if we were in a plane, circled for about 3 or 4 minutes. I could only see the horizon, the sea, over the ledge, this counter. So he's sort of just telling Greenwell in spot. So it's just like, I just see over this table-like ledge, which he said was yielding to the touch like an armchair fucking cushion, but whatever.
And that's all they use to propel this shit. It's
That's
just this ledge of energy.
No control panels, nothing. So presumably psychic.
I guess it's,
or who the fuck, or
like
maybe they're machines and they're integrated into
I guess it technically acts as one giant control panel if it's like the engine and the control all in one, that they're just like hanging out.
Or the ship itself is sentient and just doing it all on their own.
With them.
You know, they just communicate.
Their biscuity physique helps them survive such maneuvers.
Oh, yeah.
Almost like they can pilot a Tic Tac.
Hey. I mean, you can't rule it out.
Piloted by biscuits. Yeah. Thank
maybe.
you. You're welcome, Graves. You're welcome, Ryan Graves.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
He's having a hard time explaining that one still.
He's listening. We know he's out there.
Oh, he's a good guy.
He is.
We flew out over the sea. We returned, and the vehicle stopped in the same place. We talked more, and again they asked to see my chief. It was then that, according to Reddit user UFO Naughter,
cool.
On the alien subreddit, quote, Carlos would ask these entities to demonstrate this ability to split and divide, to which they complied. One of these entities would lay down on the ground inside the craft, and the middle section of the entity would begin to thin in the middle before splitting in half to form another identical being. The entity stated that the newly formed being retained all memories and knowledge of the original entity after splitting apart, which of course we established earlier. Carlos asked if they ever got bored being eternal, because at this point he was informed that they can basically keep doing this and they don't ever die. So they're immortal.
Are you bored of being eternal?
Yes.
What a weird question.
I mean, which soul is the right or the left one, the original?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100, dude. Yeah.
And if you weren't the original, how would you know you weren't the original?
Exactly, dude.
Because you have the exact same experiences.
Right.
At that point, you're like one hive mind, basically.
I mean, we don't even know if they are psychic,
right.
But you would have an identical twin physically, and then identical mind, memory, experience, tastes, all of that.
I'm assuming,
What would be interesting, experimentally speaking, is like if they would diverge from that point. If one would become like a really big soccer fan, the other would get into fucking surf rock from the 60s, or would they continue along,
the same path,
parallel trajectories? Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
But I mean,
run the experiment, Bobbert.
No,
run it.
All right, I will when I get a chance.
All right. Sick.
Carlos asked, "Okay, bored being eternal."
Then as suddenly as it had vanished.
Yes, thank you. Then as suddenly as it had vanished, the portal reappeared, and Carlos and the now 4 creatures leapt back to the sandy ground. Recalling their parting words, Carlos recounted, "What I remember is them saying they would be back the next day at the same time, and they reminded me of my promise to bring my chief. I insisted that my chief was the president of the republic and that it would be very difficult to reach him, that the president was not available to me, but I said I would do what I could. At this moment, I had the firm intention of going to the press, creating a rumpus, and coming back with someone." With that, Carlos once again was possessed of the urge to have evidence of his strange encounter and took a hold of the newest and smallest member of the Mummies crew. I embraced one of the small creatures. I didn't do it in an aggressive manner. I just grabbed him, and in the moment I thought this would be my proof. I wanted to keep him. If I had been thinking clearly and rationally, I would have asked them to let one stay with me to prove the incident. I would have looked after him and answered with my life, but I could not think. So I don't know if he's just rationalizing a really piss poor decision.
I mean,
or if he was really just out of it.
If they can just split willy-nilly, like, dude, leave me one of your... They're you.
Yeah.
You had the same type of, like, experiences and knowledge and information, so split in half, leave me one of you. I'll take care of the little fella. And then when I see my people tomorrow, I'll be like, hey, look, here's the guy. Like,
yeah.
Plain and simple, dude. There you go. No harm, no foul.
It
He's
makes
eternal.
sense.
He could just keep splitting. It wouldn't even matter.
True.
Yeah, and then you'd have your emissary there. You can go to the embassy with your emissary and be like, "Here we are."
I mean, that would certainly make people listen.
Yeah, well, yeah, when you show up with a little tiny one,
Little tiny towel skin fucking space
and
mummy.
be like, "Bros, we got to talk. Look who I got."
Yeah,
They're
one
gonna be
foot,
like,
one
"Oh,
eye."
shit, yeah,
It's on.
don't lick his eye. He doesn't like it.
No.
No, I don't like it. Yeah.
It was then that the thing employed as a self-defense It was then that the thing employed a self-defense mechanism, releasing a, quote, sort of liquid, sort of soapy, enabling it to slip out of my grip.
Slick shoes.
Yeah.
It's some Goonie shit, dude.
It really is.
It really is. It's awesome.
Returning to his senses, Carlos relinquished the sudsy being and watched them re-enter their craft, whereupon the portal sealed for a final time. And the saucer then, quote, inclined to about 30 degrees, made a semicircle as if it were going toward the hills, turned toward the sea, picked up great speed, and disappeared. At this point, Carlos claimed that my heart was beating fast and I was just crazy to go home and tell my wife what had happened, end quote, which is exactly what he did. Then, like so many others, he let it rest. Carlos didn't approach any ufologist, nascent as the field must have been in 1949, nor did he take his case to the press, thus exposing himself to heaps of public ridicule and slander. No, he simply held on to his truth until, in the depths of midlife, he decided to share his bizarre account with the ever-evolving field of ufology and, with it, the greater world. And for that, we lovers of the weirder side of the already uncanny world of the paranormal can be eternally grateful. But the interesting thing to me is that evidently he did not go back to the place the next day, or he went back and they weren't fucking there.
Oh,
I mean,
but this is where
I
the
think because
accounts
maybe
I
he
had
grabbed
ended.
the tiny one and then it did the whole soap thing. He's like, I may have ruined my moment.
That might
you
have
know?
been the fucking one that,
Yeah, I mean, you gotta be like,
ended
sorry,
the relationship.
like, sorry guys, are we still gonna like meet up tomorrow?
We're gonna hang out. It's gonna be
We're
cool.
Hang out. I was gonna do like get away from this fucking dude. He tried to get
Planet Predator, and not the good kind.
No. Jelly Eye Space Mummies. Holy shit, Bob. Yeah, fucking wild. They come down with the typical message, man. The nukes are bad,
Yep.
dude. Don't nuke the shit, bro.
One of the earliest ones to do so.
Yeah, actually, this one, considering the time frame, was 49.
Yeah, so
Holy
less than 2 years
shit.
after the
Yeah.
Arnold sighting that seemed to kick off the modern, UFO era.
Interesting description, and according to what they claim as far as photosynthesis and the way that they divide, they don't have sex or whatever, makes kind of sense that you would have that weird epidermis and one giant foot that you just haul ass on.
Yeah, you have to wonder, like, were they humanoid to the point where they were almost indistinguishable from humans, but because they're not needing to walk anymore, they've developed some sort of psionic floating ability,
Dude,
where, as Chris said, they
megafoot,
might be a
dude.
millimeter off the ground.
Megafoot, dude.
So you need 1 foot.
Yeah.
No.
Your eyes aren't, you don't need to necessarily register things. Maybe you're just your consciousness is aware of everything around you.
Well,
So you have this weird gelatinous thing that maybe isn't even an eye. It
Yeah.
just seems to be where an eye would be.
and just the way that they reproduce by splitting and cloning themselves like that and retaining all the information. I mean, they literally are one giant thought.
Oh yeah.
I mean, unless maybe there's, you got a group of 12 and then those 12 split and they just keep splitting like this. Maybe
Yeah,
there
you
is some
have to
sort of, like,
wonder
interconnection.
like how far it dates back, because if it started with one example of this creature, whatever it evolved from or was created by,
Right.
and they split, they would have very similar thoughts. But if it's going over millennia or even longer, then different creatures would be in different quadrants of the universe, going to the wrong continents on other planets, fucking around. And eventually you would think that even though they started off with the same core thoughts, there are going to be vastly different examples of the species.
You would think, yeah.
You would think.
And if they're just here to warn us, I mean, I don't know, man. We've definitely seen this plenty of times.
Oh,
They show up, they warn us, you guys are fucking up, knock it off, start condescending, talking shit, and then, they want to talk to the chief or quote unquote the leader or whatever. But like, I get it, man. Not saying that he's the wrong guy to go to, but he's kind of the wrong guy to go to.
It's always the wrong guy.
Always the wrong guy. He's never the right guy.
And it never,
ever.
it's like they have the power to do the thing they want to do,
Yes.
and they just choose not to.
Every time. And so it seems like they were initially trying to go to North America.
Yeah.
Ostensibly the United States of America.
Would have been 49.
Yeah. So would that have been, was that Eisenhower or was that still Truman?
I'm looking it up right now.
Because that's
President.
the person I think they're looking to find.
Harry S. Truman.
Okay.
Yeah. No, they were in Mexico.
And Truman,
I'm sorry, South America.
And a lot of the the lore is the first United States president to know about the extraterrestrial problem.
Yeah, but he isn't the one.
And the guy that instigated the formation allegedly of Majestic 12 and all of the secrecy that followed, including Eisenhower's stern admonition against the military-industrial complex
right here,
that was in control of all
Eisenhower.
that shit. So.
Yeah, claiming that they both were involved with government cover-ups and alleged alien encounters at crash sites like Roswell and all that. Yep, gotcha. Yeah, Majestic 12.
But you know what happens at this point?
Hmm.
I mean, I don't know if he's on the scene fully yet, but chances are, if you're going to approach the North Americans, the United States in specific, you better start going through Valiant Thor pretty quick.
Dude, I was going to say, if as soon as Valiant Thor
might not have been down.
shows up, man.
He shows up during, I think, the Eisenhower regime, again, allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah.
So, you got to wonder, let's just assume it's all fact.
Right.
This is exactly how it happened, and they were being reasonably honest with Carlos. Did they ever eventually meet the president of the United States or even the president of the Republic of Peru? Like, what was the was it just basically more warnings? Don't fuck around with nukes?
I mean, seemingly, yeah. Because, also they didn't know who the chief was.
Chief. That's the other thing.
Clearly, I guess they didn't.
Is it because you're so brilliant and you're so evolved that you no longer see the little picture, which for you would be what nations are configured in what way on this planet? You pre-download the languages, you're just trying to work it out. Or is it that they're just bumblefucks like us that happen to, I don't know, figure out how to feed themselves with photosynthesis? Maybe they were plant beings for all we know.
From what I'm gathering here too, Peru did not have nuclear weapons at the time.
No.
I mean, they don't even have nuclear power plants.
Wasn't it just...
Pretty sure it was just
Soviet Union
Soviet
and the US.
Us. Yeah.
Well, no, they clearly meant to go
when did the Soviets
to
get
North
it?
America.
Did they get it in the late... Find out when the Soviets got it, because I know it had something to do with the Rosenbergs or whatever, I think. The secret was given to them, and then instantly that we were the only two players on the board for the longest time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I googled Soviet nuclear power just to see by 1991 Soviet had 114 nuclear reactors. I mean, it had to have, I guess maybe we kind of came first with it as far as I don't know if we came first or not.
We 100% came first. Manhattan Project, Hiroshima, Nagasaki, 100% United States. Built the bomb.
So 54 apparently was their first connected power.
All right. So we were the sole nuclear power at that point, which would make sense then.
That's just a nuclear power plant.
Okay. Yeah. But either way, what that means is fission, that these creatures that are very, very concerned about atomic weapons, there's only one place to go, and that's the United States.
And they
and to talk to
overshot it to the south.
Yeah,
they could have just been like, "This is North America." No, where is it?
Bye. Yeah,
just go north.
Which you'd think all their grandiose bullshit of you believe in gods and you fight over boots and flags and the eagle and the Bible, ha ha ha. Motherfucker, you know that you're not in the right area clearly, or you're not as powerful as you say you are.
Yeah.
You seriously get here, you're like, where are we? After you give me all your bullshit about how better you are than us.
That's crazy.
Come on, dude. See, he should have called him out on that shit.
There is contradictions.
You're so good, but you don't know your location on Earth. You can literally travel interstellarly, and you don't know where the hell you're going.
That's fair.
Well, that's some bullshit right there.
A fair criticism.
Yep. You know what? That right there's a headlock.
Oh boy.
You take the small one home. You say, "This right here, this is mine."
Oh yeah.
But maybe they never invented the compass. Light speed first, no
Yeah,
compass.
they were like, don't worry about the compass. Just from space, they're like, all right, this is the Americas. We're just gonna go down there.
It's
They don't know
gonna hit.
north and south.
I mean, maybe they're blinded.
Or as I say, left or right.
Hemispherically blind.
Oh, am I going up or down? Where am I going?
True.
Yeah. Man, why?
Yeah,
I mean,
dude. I don't know, man.
Maybe we have that, like, we are a planet. I've read in more than one, even, the Maris case we talked about.
Oh, Marasan, yeah.
But
the hard drive.
there's a hard drive at the core of our planet, and that we store not just knowledge about our planet, but knowledge about a fuck ton of planets,
Yep.
and that we're just populated with species from different planets. And we're all just like some weird fucking experiment on top of a super hard drive that they do not want the hairless apes fucking around and blowing up because they're too dumb to fucking know better.
Is that why they cover it in magma? Maybe the magma's the hard drive. And if we get near it, we burn.
It's like
my.
the glaive. You got to get through the
Yes!
the
You
hot
can
lava
reach through it.
to get the fucking.
You got
It's
to
not really
in
hot.
yourself.
It just kind of feels hot. But then when you put your hand through it, you're like, oh, there's the hard drive.
It's like the
There
fucking
it
the
is.
box
Yeah.
in the
It's pulling
Jam
out.
Gabar. It feels like your hand's burning, but it's not really
Oh,
burning.
Dune reference. Put your hand in the box.
Yep. Only animals succumb.
That's right.
Are you a human?
Yeah.
Paul Atreides.
I would have taken my hand out of that box so goddamn quick.
Yeah,
If
immediately.
you
Like,
know
no,
you're-
mother, no.
if you know you're gonna die, you gotta try.
Yeah, still.
You gotta try.
Goddamn Gom Jabbar gets you
Well,
every
that's
time.
true. I mean, otherwise, just get poisoned, stabbed, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
credits. There's no movie.
Worst Dune movie
Right.
ever. Starring
to swipe
Mark
blocks? No.
Stores. The Hunter Seeker killed Mark in seconds.
Yeah.
He was a dead.
All the ways
Yeah.
Paul Atreides
I ain't
died.
catching that fucking shit.
Yeah,
That's so
dude,
fast.
No
Like,
way, dude.
You know what?
Come on, man.
Still, I'm sleeping.
Yeah, just
That's why
like,
I just don't wake up.
bro, give me some spice. I'm gonna be over here in my sweet Giger room. I'm
Mhm.
sorry, you guys can do your shit. Don't worry about it. Let me know.
Finish this fucking pizza first.
Finish this fucking Dune pizza
Oh,
first.
sweet.
Oh shit! Well, there you have it. Thank you all so very much. Cryptonaut podcast. Goddamn jelly-eyed space mummies.
So fun.
Bobby, before we
Cray.
get out of here, we got to have you open up that email and give the shout out to the folks who support us over there. Patreon.com/Cryptonaut podcast.
As is my pleasure. Mike G.
Thank you, Mike G. We appreciate it.
43 FVS francs.
Yeah,
Francs.
I don't know what to do with that, but thank you.
Oh,
43
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Vivis. What, does
I don't-
anyone know what
I don't know-
Vivis means?
I don't know if that means something.
I don't
or not.
know. I'm not even sure, but thank you.
All right, cool.
Frocks, we appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, no, there's no N. I said
Yeah.
it wrong. All right, 43 FVS. Wow, I struggled with that. Frocks.
Hell yeah, thank you. We appreciate it.
Wild Bill Humphrey.
Hell yeah, Wild Bill. Thank you so
This
much.
is funny.
I know, it's great.
Wild Bill Humphrey.
Ross McDougal.
Yeah, thank you, Ross.
Justin Hollingsworth.
Hell yeah, Justin. Thank you so much.
Danny Sia.
Danny Sia. Thank you. We appreciate it.
Skaplorbly.
Skaplorbly. Hell yeah.
Skaplorby.
Skaplorby.
Yeah. Okay, I guess it could be
Skaplorby.
Shiplorby too.
It could be Shiplorby.
Yeah, Shiplorby.
My glasses don't
But
help.
I'm treating it like school.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Skaplorby.
I just feel like in the context of the word Splorby sounds more like
Splorby.
a,
Yeah, you're right.
you know what I mean? It
Alright.
sounds more like a
Yeah, it sounds like one of those words that are spelled like what they sound.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
thunk. Shit
Right.
like that. Whatever
Yeah.
they're called.
Bamf.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right. Dope name.
Yeah.
Moving on. Richard E. Vasquez.
Thank you, Richard.
Okoron.
Okoron, my favorite Klingon. Thank you so much.
Last, never least. Never ever least. Harold Plogue.
Yes, Harold.
Sweet.
So-
Thank you all for supporting us. Couldn't do it without you.
And again, that is patreon.com/Cryptonaut podcast. Bonus audio, bonus video, Discord access, all kinds of fun stuff happening over there. Don't forget to follow us on the social medias. The Instas, the Twitters, the Facebooks, the TikToks, the YouTube shorts, all kinds of short form videos happening, posted, all kinds of fun, crazy, wild shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love
There
it.
is.
Hellerspace.com. Get that merch. Got a bunch of sales coming up. Black Friday's creeping around the corner because the holidays are here. Are you ready for some sales? Because I am. Boom, 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 boom.
What
It was a little musical. Do, 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 do.
When are we going to do like Buffy, the all singing pod? And lose every listener.
Totally should.
Oh, God.
Chris is the only one that can really sing amongst.
It's true.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll have to be the narrator for that one.
Yeah, he could
Sing it out.
Oh,
I'll try
my
to
voice after.
I'll try to make it rhyme.
Yeah, totally. I can do my best Danzig impression. So yeah, hellerspace.com. Get yourself that merch. We got all kinds of sales coming up again. Black Friday, holidays around the corner. Going to have all kinds of fun stuff happening there. We got a hotline. You can call us.
Yes.
You can leave us a message. Say hello. Plenty of people have just called to be like, hey guys, what's up? Love the show. Totally awesome. Or a couple of people so far have left us their spooky stories. You can do that by calling us at 315-370-6853. There is a 10-minute limit on that. So if you go over the 10 minutes, feel free to call back. Let us know. And thank you to everyone so far that's called in.
Yes.
Once we've accumulated enough stories, we're going to figure out the board tech, which I think we kind of have figured out how to do it.
I think so.
I mean, it seems pretty easy. And then we're going to have our own like little listener stories, a la like listening to people actually talk. So it's going to be kind of fun.
Yeah, I'm very stoked.
And again, that number is 315-370-6853. That will be in the description of this episode. And of course, you can find it wherever we are online. It's there. It's available. Call, leave us your messages. And quite possibly, if you call and Christopher's in the office, he may pick up.
Indeed.
Or he might not.
That's true. Or
We don't know.
You never know.
You never know what's going to happen
You don't.
at any point.
No promises.
No.
But you might actually get stuck talking to one of us.
Yeah, you could be like, if you got a story, can you call back with it?
Yeah.
All right,
Be
cool.
like, it's real cool that you answered, but like, can you fucking not answer?
Yeah, could you like? I want to imagine someone calls me, pick up like hello. They're gonna be like, oh fuck.
I didn't pay to talk to you.
It's actually one of these assholes.
Yeah.
They actually picked up. Son of a bitch. So yeah, we did the Instas, we did the videos, we did the that, the ba, 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 ba. We did it all.
We did.
We hit everything that we needed to hit. Thank you all so very much for your continued support. We appreciate it. And we will be talking with you soon.
Oh, well said.
Oh, does this come out in the week of Halloween?
It does.
Holy shit, it
That's
does.
why I say this is our
it
little
does.
specifically
Awesome.
bizarre Halloween treat.
Yeah, dude, for sure. All right, man.
Yeah.
Well, happy Halloween, everyone. Enjoy
Indeed.
your times. Halloween's on a Friday this year. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
And
Hopefully it'll be pleasant like yesterday.
yeah,
Oh, be
yeah,
nice.
or rainy like today.
Yeah, hopefully
not
not.
rainy,
I always
no.
root against rain and snow for the kids.
No, same.
Yeah,
same.
Yeah.
I
This is
I don't remember really missing. I remember even rain and snow. And like we still
Oh
went.
no!
at least to
fucking
some places.
way you wouldn't go.
Yeah, I would never.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever missed
Dude,
out on one.
3
Thankfully,
feet of snow, fucking middle of a blizzard.
Doesn't
I'd
matter.
still be trick or treating.
I'm bringing Ev out. So yeah, this is. I mean, she's unfortunately counting down the years.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah.
How many do you think she's got left?
I mean, Charlie still goes out with his friends.
Yeah.
So I mean, but
Like Hunter did it, and with less dedication and
Yeah.
maybe taking his. It helps when you're a big brother. You can escort your little sister and
Totally.
score some candy. But he was probably doing it until he was 12, 13.
yeah, I mean,
because he was taking pay
Yeah,
around.
Evelyn's she's got a couple, maybe something next, but she's gonna, her friends are gonna go do her thing, so it's cool. It kind of sucks because it's kind of like
Yeah, she's
watching
got to have at least one independent year where she's out with her buddies.
Yeah.
if you'll allow it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I mean, I trust my kids implicitly. I allow Charlie to do it. I totally trust her.
It's
to
not
do
your
it.
kids that I was worried about.
Yeah. No, they're
Yeah.
they're both great about like.
Yeah, they're mature as hell.
Yeah, 100%.
Good
so,
kids.
So there it is. Enjoy Halloween. And
Yes.
we'll be talking with
All
you
right.
soon.
Peace
Goodbye.
out.
Nicely done.